Live from the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort Studio in Farmington Hills, Michigan, it's the John Zia Oram Show.
شد مردوثة البايد شن بلا خيون بث نهرين معمورين شلامة وحباب براسي وين كلذانا يا كلذانا يا يا ذيماني ون قوك ثاود زونا أتامي ون قوات الدهوة تخيري ون ما شما بشراب مشمي ما دما بشصب يمدمي ما أمثد ليلة لم كمي كلذانا يا كلذانا يا عموري ون وبرجد باب البنية ون قانون دخاية درية ون بش منك ما بقيلد ما حيلي كوش ما دخن دقاريلي آوا مثلو أنا خيلي كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا يا برونة أمتي جبارة أمت خوال اللخ بسفارة مرمدش محباورة كلدانا يا كلدانا يا كلدانا يا
شماية عزيزة بشكالة جان زيا أورم إلى نمبر 1 شو.
أنا ملبانة يلدا قلة قدار نشلامي قمايا تأخوني جان زي أورم وقدار نشلامي خنة زودانا الأخواتي سالم جدو وأخواتي وأخوني جان يلدا خوشابه تتهاوى بصيخ أمه وآي قصيدة زين أمرنا دها إلى تجان زي أورم بس وأني بتوابش معه
مقبول.
يا جان زي أورم يا قورة الزونة خاثة يا جان زي أورم يا قورة الزونة خاثة اكطلب طالو صاخوثة وبيث ملي بركاثة مريم حاسيل بابوخ مرحبة ومرطاواثة تولي أمخ كم خازنخ قورة نيخة ومكيخة اكشقلت وكياود بهديوثة بعيانة ولبخ بصيخة مرية بتهاوي أمخ وعمرخ بتاوي يريخة بس قالت كم شارتن بلوشانة بابا وساوة إيشع وتلميذ دي بقاوت سورة محكاوة كالداي كم يقريلخ لذشولة رابة وطاوة طالخ كياون هوناي يا جان زي أورم كهند إيتا كم يقرت يلباند روح دايم مريا إيل بعيانوخ بصلوثة ديمة مريم مريا إيل بعيانوخ بصلوثة ديمة مريم وكشوقنوخ بشلامه
This is Brooklyn Marie Hadir Yaldo.
I'm Isabella Alos.
This is Abigail Rita Hadir Yaldo.
I'm Grace Davish. Welcome to the John Zia Oram Show.
I'm Maxwell Munder Zoma. Shlama.
Shlama locha chawatha v'chatwatha. John Zia Oram. Idili tershabo. Thank you, Paul. You just got here. That's why you said that. I got caught off guard for a minute. Thank you so much, Hona Yaldakalla. Thank you, Junior Amtel, Toronto. And we have a very good show today. And Michael Oram said maybe a short one, Christine. So pay attention what Michael Oram said that. So Yohano Paul Mani Acha Omochu. Drobara Liganohu has been very cold, very, very, very cold. And Ani Nashiditohu, Drobala Lei, Tampetri Lanchita, Mchabru, Jeku Lei, Marmanoch is very bad right now. So, Ubadani Thanai Corona, Ben Amman Corona, Corona, not the beer. Remember, there's Corona around, right? So I was talking to a guy today here in this building, big believer of Trump stuff, big believer of no vaccine. And he said his mom, his dad, him, actually ran into each other in the bathroom. And he said him, all got coronas, and it's been tough. I have family members this weekend.
Anti-vaccine, right?
At the start. I didn't know, never talked to him about it, but I can see the signs when Trump was running in 2020? Yeah, 2020, right? Did he run in 2020? Yeah, he won in 2016. I mean, he used to be one, but you changed, you told me.
Yeah.
You did? Why did you change?
I was brainwashed from believing in
Are you because you're running for office or
and
what?
The conspiracy that you would read on social media.
Ali, that's
people
Paul's sign, see? That's Paul. Yeah. So now he's better because we listen.
I feel better taking the vaccine, and I don't regret.
We're not going to throw your butt out of here for that vaccine. I did throw you out because
Canada didn't accept me when I tried to go in.
Exactly. It's tough, but we talked about that before with all this fake cards going around, and I heard yesterday that Canada's going to charge $50,000 fine for every fake card they catch somebody doing. What is a vaccine card or something? I don't even know how they do it. They print it or what is a card? It's just a piece of paper.
You take it to Kinko's and print it.
Yeah, you're not doing that, are you, Paul?
No.
Oh, okay. We're just checking because you got a lot of connection. I don't want you to do that. So you just go to Kinko and print it?
I mean, it just looks like it's a very simple.
But is it a system thing?
Yeah.
I mean, let's say what they put your name and
they don't just give you the card and say that's it, you're done. They enter it into a system.
Right, like
a
that,
government
right?
system.
Oh, so you'd be in a system like you were going to cross and they were going to check your system that time, right?
Yeah. Even if I just wrote on the card, say I'm vaccinated, they'll look on the system and said I only had one shot, not two shots.
Oh, like that, they would know. That's why Canada told us that if we were going to go,
that's why
they make an app and go in their app and put your thing in there.
They'll know if you're lying or not.
What is it?
They look for that number.
Let me see. See that ape? I know Michael knows everything. It's still a card, right? They look for this number in the national system or in what do they call that?
Look for your healthcare provider's number.
And this goes to that World Health Organization
Yes.
a website or something? Or, so that Canadian guy at the booth, when they pulled me over in junior, he put that in there and he said, pull over, let's double check something.
Yep.
Problem was he wasn't vaccinated, I was. And I get pulled over. So I was shocked when he asked him, are you vaccinated? He goes, no. I said, oh, man, what the hell are you doing in my car? So between the corona and the cold weather, and the economy is really bad out there right now, even if it's good. It's things are doubling in prices weekly, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a store today and bought my diet stuff, again, as usual, vegetable and thing. And
My uncle
it was double and double and double again.
My uncle a couple of days ago bought a hot water tank. It was in the mid 500 range, and before Corona, it was in the mid 200 range. For the same one.
You did?
Yeah.
Can you answer?
Inflation, and I read on, forgot which news agency, which business or CNBC said that.
No, you watch Fox. Don't give me that bull.
I thought it was
Was
on.
it Fox? I saw
it
you
was on
watching.
Twitter. It was on Twitter.
Hey, he's trying to play me, bro.
Maybe it was Fox Business, but they said used cars are up 33%, and while new cars and leases are up by like 7 or a single-digit number.
So I'll tell you a funny story that happened. Michael and I ran into my dear brother, friend, sitting here last Sunday, right? Or Saturday or something like that. Was it Saturday? Saturday. And we thought we could just walk in and, Costco, Best Buy. She sent me to get a microwave oven. It used to take me like 33 seconds to buy one. Pick any one. They used to tell you they got 30 of these, 30 of these. 3 days later, we were still looking for a single microwave oven because when George and the kids were over, somebody did something and the thing smoked. It was an LG, nice one. 2 days later, Michael went and got us a microwave oven. One. In like 3 Best Buy stores, there was one. Not even display model. Told Michael we don't even have it. We have one in the back. If we put it up, it'll be a display. So I got sent back there Sunday to look in the stovetop. And my wife asked me if I was, my eyes are hurting because our oven, you've been in my kitchen, is older. I don't know that. She does the cooking like I really care what comes out of that oven. She goes, what about this? I said, it looks pretty good to me. She goes, yeah, it's 10 years old. Oh, is it? I don't know. Big wall oven, right? Just can't get it. So this Saturday, right, Michael? The guy's coming to measure, and he told me by April 10th, they'll get our oven.
Wow.
Okay. The question is, who's doing business? How are you saying economy and stock market if these corporations are doubling? Who's spending the money? I mean, here's not bragging, but let's say it was between $300 and $4,000 I wanted to spend that I'm not going to spend. That's me. So $100,000 to me. I don't know. I don't know where they went. I was shocked. Then my brother sitting here, I even told him, I say, maybe you should go check at Costco. So Michael and I ran to Costco, and the guy laughed at me. I say, how much is for this setup here? He goes, oh, you got to go to .com. We don't carry any inventory. Well, you got to, so I don't know what's going on. I don't like what's going on. And remember, you don't hear about the freighters no more. No more. All those, they're still there. But you don't hear about them no more because of that. They just stopped carrying inventory. And the front page of the Free Press today, one of the business pages, is showing all the grocery stores about 20% empty. The whole shelf, like the empty, 20% of the space.
More than 20%.
No, 20% of the space. In certain aisles, there's nothing there. And I want to buy stuff today. I should buy it by 3 weeks from now. I'm afraid I ain't going to be there, including some masks. I don't think they'll be. I went to 3 stores. I wasn't looking for that single test, whatever you call that, a home thing.
Yes.
That now is going like for $89. I bought them for the RV. I had a stack of them in the RV because I didn't know what it was. So I thought it was kind of funny where somebody wanted to take a test as a home test. So I bought them. I was giving them away at the RV park. Like, here, you want one? I had no clue what it is. So my mom used it and my grandson used it and worked because my mom turned negative. My grandson turned positive. When they won next day, he was positive. Then I ran out to look for it. Then Soaring Eagle guys called me to go and get a couple pieces for family members. From here to Mount Pleasant, not a single one. Not a single one. So reason is because it's tough out there, and don't take things lightly. Do not take things lightly. I just lived it. You couldn't tell me that last week's show that I was going to go out and run into him and go shopping. I can't get what I want. In the United States of America, this ain't Baghdad. Or say Lubna. It's the United States of America. But the places are packed. But now, I don't know, where's the money? Nobody's got, not because they're out of product. I think these big corporations, I don't trust them anyway. I think they're doing certain things on purpose. They're asking retail price. It's not like you're getting a deal. What are you going to say? You want an oven? We don't have it, but we got one. Do you think Michael was with me? You think I asked him how much? Well, after I saw you, I said, I'll take it because I have one. So, and you're talking to us,
They have
negotiate.
no choice but to pay it.
I asked those young kids at Best Buy, I said, what do you guys do around here? Because we really wonder sometime. Because they don't have Apple computers. You have it if you go to .com. They may have it if you go to .com. And I think you even, what did they tell you? March something? March 18th. My birthday is March 15th. So make sure you do it 13, Abe, so I can come over before my birthday comes. So what did you do all weekend?
All weekend.
I'm trying to buy time so I can get out of here.
Work and study.
Oh, you didn't, Paul. I was going to tell you, let's go to Soaring Eagle yesterday, and I couldn't even find you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish you called.
Because you were studying.
It's never too late.
Okay, Jimmy Garm was telling me, who's Dr. Vons? Looking for me. I don't know. Jimmy, I don't know who Dr. Vans is. So I'm going to text you my number, and you can text it to him. I forgot. Maybe I do know him. I hope it's not one of my main guys from years ago. So I don't know. So you were studying. You did what?
Working. And on the John Zia Oram show. And I was at church.
All that same time?
Between...
I was trying to get you, me and you drive Junior. He flew to Toronto because Michael Oram told us we couldn't stop at McDonald. We can't stop at, what they call those plazas there, 401.
Rest stops.
Can't stop in London at the casino there so we can, check it out. Because there are 5 people allowed. So if you got 30 cars waiting, 5 people allowed in anywhere, indoor. 5. So I counted. It'll take me 3.5 hours. Nice to go to Toronto. And it would have took me 7 hours to get the food because I have to wait 45 minutes to an hour just to get a bag of food or use a bathroom. Can't go anywhere. You can only if you go to a hotel, if there's more than 5 people in there, you can't go in. Well, there's 150 rooms. How many rooms are in the place? So Canada's totally closed. The whole nation is closed. So
Again.
I know.
I don't know, maybe that's again 3 times, 4 times.
They scared. They're 37 million people. We lived in both countries.
And America's not doing anything about it.
Biden give them a vaccine. They needed something like 50 million or something. Sold it to them. They don't give America do like Middle East. They don't give you anything. You owe them for life like the British did with us. They send you stuff and you have to pay them back for the next 150 years.
You have to have proof in Canada. You have to have proof of vaccination to go anywhere. anywhere.
Hey, la bishman. I
But
mean, we have a lot of
But
listeners.
in the United
and
States, you should show proof of a negative test before you go on an airplane.
So here's what I will predict here. I will predict that by March 1st, you can't fly without a vaccine. You see, hear me, Joe Oram?
Vaccine.
Pause right here. If you're not vaccinated, you're not going to get on the airline.
So Joe Oram can't go anywhere.
Because I heard from a hospital doctor today, a friend, not in business. He's at Henry Ford, and he said, John, tell everyone to come here, but don't come here because there's nowhere to put them. Half of the staffs are sick. There's no way. Unless you're having a major heart attack, God willing not, or you're close to a car accident or something, they told the departments and the police and ambulance, don't bring them here. Close. And you're not allowed. So if you have a family member there, you're not allowed to go and see him. We used to be with my mom last year. We weren't allowed to sleep there. You can't come back out. So my sister stayed with her. I drove back from up north. And she goes, you're not going in here. I said, I'm replacing my sister. She's tired. She's been here over 24 hours. She says, she might as well be here 24 days. Only one person allowed in, and that's it. She said, you want to leave clothing or something like that here. So, yes, today in Henry Ford, West Bloomfield, you know where the waiting room is?
No.
Okay. Guess where it is? Where it is? Where's the waiting room? Waiting room.
Parking lot.
Parking lot. Right now, the tents are up, the heat is on, and you sit in the parking lot. And in the United States of America, in the parking lot. And we are used to living like this in Iraq, in the Middle East, in Lebanon, but we're not used to living out here, especially rich people like west of Bloomfield. Bloomfield, then it doesn't matter who you are, right? In the parking lot, I swear. Big tent set up. My sister run those businesses in there, and she says she's she's been there forever. She owns the shops, and there's nobody.
2020, churches used to do their services outdoors while people were in the parking lot, so it would be a parking lot service.
So let's Alex, right? Yes. You look like Alex. Thank you for the birds you brought me. Come move over to the mic. I'm going to ask you something, a couple things. So put Alex on. We can reach in that time, and because. Oh, he's on. Oh, we have to put you through a satellite, Michael said. Then you come back down to Earth and your picture shows up. If you believe that, you believe it's sunny and 80 outside.
I get uploaded and downloaded from the satellite.
Yeah. There you go. Just smile. You always smile. So this is a dear friend from Midwest Recycling, and it's not recycling your what they call your metal or your aluminum. I'm not talking about that. So don't even try to go sell them something. So Ali is going to tell us what Midwest does. Love of my life. But first I want to thank you on this move over. Everybody's seen it, but not to call you relative. They seen us there. Is that I walked in your office yesterday and I saw, what do they call them, parakeets? Canaries, okay. Yes. And I just went crazy because they were yellow. All my Jam Sound location were yellow. All my Corvettes were yellow. Everything I ever done was yellow. And all my T-shirts are yellow in the summer here. And I saw them and I said, I want them. So you came in and you brought them. You brought two. And I didn't mean to take your canaries away, but you told my grandkids on the phone when they were called, how many you got?
I have about 200 right now.
But you told me something that is very critical for you. I'm going to tell you that right now, seriously. Everything is live here.
Got me confused.
He brought me those. Did you see the birds there? You walked right. Did you say hi to them?
No.
Okay.
I thought they would bite me.
So he raised them, but I asked him why. In his office, big old office, and we're going to talk business. He said, you relax from them.
They're my relaxation time.
Not like Abe, cigarette, and then they relax. You relax.
I enjoy my time with them. When I go to the room with them, all my problems are resolved. I just sit
I
there,
heard that
relax.
before with pigeons and doves and.
Well, my dad did that. He told me I'm going to divorce your mom before I let the pigeons go. So he had them for 88 years. 88 years from Iraq to
Habub
here.
told me he can't live without his pigeons.
Habub will kill anybody for those pigeons. He lived next door to your grandma, right?
Yeah.
A friend of ours, he brought pigeons from Iraq in the 70s. Call him Habub. He's on the show all the time. And he brought a pair for 5,000 from Basra.
And he breeded them.
And he breeded them, and he sold the eggs, 2 eggs, for 5,000. In the Sterling Heights, where our future politician is here, try to take him to court, like Supreme Court. He won't let go. Because now they want to, development, right? They want to get rid of pigeons.
He said, if you get rid of my pigeons, I'll die.
Yeah. Well, he didn't win. They didn't beat him in the court. So, and you got these little parakeets.
Canaries.
Canary. How did they come up with the word canary? I thought they're parakeet. What they call? Why? What's the difference between the canary?
They're different breeds. The way they whistle, the sounds and everything for them is totally different.
So, Nabi, if you come in here and see canaries, you know where I got them from, okay? You know? So, now I got them in my office because I want to relax them. I'm always hypered when I come to the show.
They're amazing relaxation source.
I had them forever, but I was in different business. I had them on Bablo. On Bablo, I built them a zoo. He wanted a whole zoo. Not like Detroit Zoo, but pretty damn close. Cost me a little over $200,000 in animals. So every time he saw something, Michael, we would drive the highway, you know. One time I bought a cow. My farm manager, Bablo, was part of my sales and marketing. Because if you have the zoo for the kids, you have the water, you have the pool, you have the marina. They bought a house. And so when I sent my park manager, their friend, I said, Brian, go see that thing for Michael. I've got him all. I had Ginger, right? Miniature horse. I had bought him a horse. It was miniature. And I could just, he's drive to Canada. I took the back road. To Toronto. So I see a sign for sale, sheep and pigs. So I just bought him. They deliver him. So I bought him this thing. And Brian went over there, and the fence was high in the zoo part where they go to sleep. And he says, just like yesterday, he said, you want to see your cow? I say, yeah. They deliver it? He goes, yeah. He said, look under there. Does that look like a cow to you? It was a bull. I bought the wrong thing. But what funniest part about it that I love, you got me going with those animals. I'm going to start doing them, dealing with some property up north. First, I've been looking for camels the last 6 weeks. Camel milk is the best thing for diabetes, for sugar, for stop smoking. You like that one?
Interesting.
Yeah, camel milk. Saudi Arabia just invested $500 million. They do $11 billion a year in Europe in camel milk.
Wow.
And so I've been looking at that, but you got me going. Because one time I bought the pheasants. Michael knows everything I'm saying. I bought 50 pheasants. The guy cut the wings off. I brought them. I don't want to swear on live. After the wings grew, they flew back to him. Bad businessman. Yeah, camel milk is, I don't want to say it on the show because I get bombarded with people asking me, but I am working with some people right now. I got to tell you. I drink about 12 pints a month. I get it from the Amish north of Traverse City. It's a $6 billion market in the United States. And they didn't allow you can only produce it like marijuana in the state of Michigan. You can buy it frozen, but all fresh must stay state to state. You cannot ship it across state line. But you can get frozen. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them anywhere. Amish controls it. So they started a membership thing, Gabe. They got about 200,000 members. We pay $80 a year. 200,000 times 80. Figure that one out. And you get to buy, like a Costco membership. And they service you. And I got turned on to it about 4 months ago when my sugar was really spiking on me. And just straight down. And makes you lose weight. It's not like fake words. It's real. So I'm playing it for my sister with my mom. And we showing the farm on YouTube. The camel farm up at Traverse City, up north of it, with Amish. And my mom on her whole little world, sitting in her love seat. She goes, when your brother was young, When he got sick, we went to Mosul and brought him camel milk to drink on her own. Don't speak English. She don't know like nothing. It just changed my life. And says, wow. Then I start asking her. I say, what do you mean? She says, you think we had Tylenol or do we have penicillin? We use camel milk. But Rico, when you tell them camel milk, they laugh at you. You know, camel Arab, camel Jackie. But it's Amish is not. So I may just start a zoo because of your two birds and the camels. We're going to talk about that. I know you like that kind of stuff, right? So let's talk about your company. Tell us what you have at Midwest Recycling.
So Midwest Recycling.
Come to the mic, please.
Midwest Recycling
Beautiful.
is a for-profit organization. Some people, they have misunderstood the company. But what we do is we have
for-profit.
It's a for-profit
It's not
organization.
non-profit because I know your president. It is for-profit, but he donates a lot too. So that's the misconception.
We
you know,
definitely donate a lot. Yes,
a lot.
We have about 5,000 bins all over Michigan and Ohio, and we service our own bins. So what we collect is
What does that mean? Explain it to us from.
So we have our donation bins. Our donation bins are metal bins that they are placed in stores, parking lots of plazas, and people come in and donate clothes and shoes and.
So here's the picture. You go to Kroger,
Yes.
and you go to Target. Before you enter the stores, you're in the parking lot. You see these bins out there.
Yes.
You go to Costco and to the shopping center, you see it. That don't mean those companies are supporting it. They're just part of the business. They are bins out there. Those belongs, so most all of them belong to Midwest, example. And there's the ones that are dirty and nasty and shoes and garbage on the floor. They're not you guys. You also have a relationship with Red Cross, right? That's what's so beautiful.
Yes.
So my wife does it all the time, and I've been telling her. And my daughter, that's all she does, is collecting gifts. And you take them to the bin. We leave shoes and clothing. That's the bins you're talking about, a box, a bin?
Correct.
How long the company's been around?
The company, the owner has been in the business for over 30 years. And we've been in Michigan mainly. We're the largest in the 20.
Oh, you're not the owner. You're pretty smart yourself. As far as I'm concerned, I talk to you like you're an owner. The owner talks to you like you're an owner, so don't worry about it. So about 30 years?
About 30 years.
So Paul comes in. A lot of people are watching. And they put the clothes in they put clothes and shoes and sandals and things like that.
We take all household items except furnitures and appliances.
I was going to tell you, you don't want refrigerators and stuff coming. So they go to clothing for to hand. That goes into your bin.
Correct.
Let's say at 12 Oak Mall or Sterling Heights, Lakeside Mall, whatever you call them. What happens there? We always wanted to ask this question. A lot of people are listening. What happened after they go in that bin? Where do they go?
So we have our box trucks, and we have our drivers. We have routes all over Michigan, and we have a route every single day. We have multiple routes.
Every day.
Every single day, Monday through Friday. And we have our emergency pickup on Saturdays. So we send the drivers, and they go and they pick up all these items in the bins, and they bring them to the warehouse. We package them.
You separate them.
We separate them. We don't sort them like extremely sort them. We sort the.
Do you
clothing,
sort
the
shoes separately?
Yes.
Do you?
Shoes, clothes, and we bale them.
Okay.
We have a bale machine, double chamber.
Oh. Then you separate them. What happened next?
And then we send them all over the world.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
But you get involved with organizations too at the same time, right?
Yes.
I saw by talking to you guys, you get involved in NAACP, you get involved in charities, you get involved
Correct.
in poor countries that they don't even have a shoe.
Correct.
The kids, God
Correct.
bless.
Correct.
And mainly you pack them up and you package them and you send them out, right?
Correct.
So the biggest thing is most people, they take these bags and they don't donate them, right? They just go into the garbage, or they just think I think maybe we'll hope to change that philosophy. But it's a huge thing to a child to get a sweater, to get a shirt somewhere in this world. That he didn't have it. That's why we see many countries. It don't matter
Correct.
where you are, no clothes on those children. They playing in a big pile of trash somewhere in these countries, or they get a sandal, or they get a gym shoe, something
Correct.
like that. That could really originated here in Detroit, in Michigan.
Correct.
You know,
And you know, it helps. It has two phases that it helps with. It helps with the environment as well. So when you take all of these shoes, clothing, and you throw them away, what's going to happen to them? They're going to go to the garbage. Okay, what's after? But when you sort them, when you donate them, and you send them to other
Reuse
people
them
to
again.
use them,
It's like recycling.
correct.
that's why it's called Midwest Recycle. Basically, they're recycling the material. They actually go on somebody's body. They go on somebody's machine. They go on somebody's body,
Yes,
and mainly women and children that they need it.
that they need it. Correct.
It could be anywhere, South America, could be here, could be there.
Anywhere in the world.
So on recycling, you know, Suave and those other ones got all these recycling places with metal. This is real thing that days like today and yesterday, 10-degree temperature, sure as hell can keep somebody safe, you know?
Of course.
So how do they call you if they have all that supermarket? Tell us where they be located.
They're located at shopping centers, grocery stores, supermarkets. Anywhere there is a business. Like it could be, as a matter of fact, in the parking lot downstairs, like in your parking lot.
Do we
here.
have any back there?
I don't see one. When
So
I
who does it? The tenants here?
So basically,
At home? I mean, I got like 8 bags right now at home, but I don't like the one where I am, Kroger and 14 and Haggerty. There's blue boxes there. I know it doesn't belong to your company. There's trash everywhere. There's things everywhere.
normally our boxes are serviced 2 to 3 times a week, and we send.
I know how great job you do. That's why we sit in here in this famous John Zia Oram show with Paul Mendy. I mean, it's hard to get involved with Paul Mendy. I mean, he's here. But I want him to know.
Some cities, they don't allow us to have bins. They don't allow bins, not our company.
I think
a lot of companies, they don't. Yes.
I think I can help with
Yes.
that.
And
I really do. Because I think it'd be, I shouldn't say that. A lot of my council people listen to us all the time. It's their shows, they all Chaldean or Arabic or English. Today it's kind of more English. Because I want them to know. Right, Debbie? I mean, I know to my clerk and other people, because they think it's dirtiness. Now, if you look at City of Commerce, and where these 2 bins are somebody else's bins, not yours, I don't blame the city, because they're not managing it right. Midwest recycling, that's all you do, and it's like anything else, right? You challenge the hustlers and the crook, try to make things happen, it gives you a bad rap.
correct.
When I had Jam Sound, and even when I had Pablo, I go, how do I know you're selling me a lot that you're not going to build it? Well, guess what? I had a guy spend $6 million. So, I mean, the thing is that in your business, is actually critical years and days ahead are coming. Now people are spending more time at home. They're recognizing what product they have at home. Sometimes, you'll have bags in the basement or stuff in the basement forever. You never went down there. But so now you're working from home, or you're home. I think, give it to them. Go take it.
Correct.
Give it to put on somebody's back, some kid's back. Give it some organization. But everything you do, I know your associates and for people that run Midwest like you.
And John, not just we help.
Come
like
closer to
nonprofit-
the mic, so I
Not just we help nonprofit organization. We help a lot of nonprofit organization, but we do other things like right before the COVID, we used to have classes for schools. We used to go and teach the kids how to recycle.
Seriously?
Yes, we used to go and help them. Since the COVID, we have stopped.
That's on the next show.
We would love to.
Wow. Yeah.
But we stopped doing that since the COVID because with the COVID, it's been critical for everybody.
That's why Paul told you this place is empty. We used to have you had to wait 30 minutes to get an interview for 2 minutes, but not no more. We were 3 hours. I cut it to 1.5 hours. I don't want people. So you went to school and educated them on what?
On how to recycle, what to recycle,
what to
how
save,
yes,
what to save.
exactly.
Wow. Don't let my daughter hear that, because every day I walk in the garage, there's cardboard packed. They all
Especially
cut
to know-
up and they all boxed and they all, Dad, don't touch them.
Especially to know why we should recycle and why it's important, instead of just throwing cans and bottles and everything like that in the trash. You know,
But one thing I like about this deal all along, since I know
you're preserving.
in the Midwest for a long time, no, it goes on somebody's back, man.
Exactly.
It goes
That's more
somebody's
important,
shoes.
too.
I was, some of you were laughing till and most of the time I have nails and stuff in these feet, size 12 AAA, because we never, not only we don't have shoes or we didn't have sandals, but most time we didn't. We walk barefooted. And can you imagine these families around these countries? Don't forget, 2% of the world is well-to-do.
Yes.
98% are suffering. And I think you guys, well, it comes from the employees and the ownership. Their heart is in it.
It starts from top. It
Stop.
starts from the
Yep,
owner and
yep.
goes down. And it disturbed me when I heard you saying earlier that you went to a location where the boxes, they had some garbage. Now, if we have boxes in any location, in other companies, they have boxes, donation boxes as well. And our driver go there and they find any garbage around, they clean everything.
For
Not
others.
just our boxes.
For
We
others.
clean
Nice.
everything because it's gonna look bad on everybody and it's not healthy for the environment as well.
So, أخوات وأخوات ميخم محكو ياخب جان زي أورم شو إلى أني بنزل خازوتو كنت كزالوخو الستور كنت كزالوخو تارجت كنت كزالوخو شابين وكبيرة من نيخو كيبوتو دياوتو جل who did you remember last, was it your year before last, how much I collected for shelter,
Yes.
right? I was collecting new product and I was loading trucks. Middle of the, I like to go under bridges and give away clothing. I covered one guy yesterday. I stopped at a Telegraph in 96. I took a jacket out of my behind him. He was cold. He's sitting there. I don't care if he's homeless or crackhead. It was hurtful. I was freezing inside my own car. So our people really sped up, 2 years ago before Corona. And I went to the shelters and took clothing and stop. I like to stop under the bridges when they're laying there, when we say, oh, look how they're laying there. So to give them the clothing, you know. So I know the people that I love very much for this show, they would go out there and help. And what worries me a little bit, and I'm not promoted as much till a couple more weeks, and this ain't no charge for promotion here. This is a charity. This is to help, and it is for profit. I'm so glad that you mentioned that, but it's also your a boss or your partner or whatever puts a lot of back, just like Jam Sound, just like we did all our life. My dad says take some of it, just take a sandwich, split it in half, put some back in the
Yes.
communities. And I
Yes.
saw how you guys do this. We have 150,000 people shopping a week between Macomb and Oakland County. Okay, and we go. My wife. But how many times your mom goes to Kroger? I hate to mention the name. Michael doesn't laugh, but he's laughing about it. But we should put back. So you're saying that we're going to identify the bins. Do they have a name on them on your bin?
Correct. Yes.
What
they
is
do.
the name on them?
Midwest Recycling, and we have partnered with other companies like we have CDRF stickers on our bin.
That's the problem. Yeah. So because honestly, I don't know who it is that I hate to keep repeating, but it's miserable. Actually, I have 2 bags. I'm coming outside my room. Nice clothing. Because, dealing with China these days, to buy a sweater for $28.95. Now you get at Costco $9.99. So you're better off to buy, brand new and change it, or we gain weight, Ali. So when you gain weight, you change clothing, right?
Of course.
But the kids are important. My grandkids are heavily involved in charitable because they help me collect clothing. Well, 2 winters ago in 2019, I should say, and I load up trucks loading to place, brand new. We say we don't want to use brand new, but I wish I had used, because most kids I ran into in Highland Park and other areas in Inkster and Detroit, they were sleeping on the floor with the newspapers. There was no blankets or clothing. This is in America right now.
Yes.
So you have multiple brands of these boxes.
John, going back to when I first started at the company, we received a call that there is a bin that needs our attention. So I called back. We received the call at 9 p.m. They left a voice message. So I called.
Wow.
I called back in the morning, the next morning, and they told me that there is a problem with a bin that's not ours. It's a bin for a competitor. So long story short, I took it on my own. I called that company. I called that number, and they never answered. So I went and I Googled them, I searched them, and guess what? They were on the Hall of Shame.
Huh?
Yes. They don't answer their calls.
I
They have
seen
been,
that guy with those things.
and it's disturbing, and it really, send a bad example.
Horrible.
It is horrible. Like, there.
But we're going to hopefully correct it. I think you should, you guys do great marketing, but you should promote it in a way that it's like any brand these days, right?
Yes.
Especially, it's free. You're helping somebody free.
Correct.
Not charging you. You're not taking your stuff. Like most of them go right to the sidewalk and to the garbage, right?
Yes.
And people doing Corona, I believe the people in the world always do it, but nobody's more passionate than the Middle Eastern people in the world because we know the suffering. We've been there.
Yes.
We understand it, what it's
Yes.
not to have. Everybody act like when we come on the show here that you came here and you got $2 million and you brought it with you. No, you came here, you work 18 hours, 7 days a week. But the crowd, most of our audience comes from the 3 counties, but most of it is Macomb and Oakland that we tag on it. And all my American friends. I mean, I'm not trying to say something else. No, I know they're all my brothers and sisters. And they really, really would love to be involved in something like this. And this all happened. Check your text, Michael. They only happened by accident, this interview. But Alec, I'm going to call you Alex because Americans say call him Alex, but it really is Ali because I have Ali and Alex next door, so I don't want to mix up with him. Okay. Is that because you brought me the birds? You're more welcome to come back anytime and
I
explain
really
it, but I
appreciate
want to educate the people on this because it's always been my passion because you know what? What's the number one thing you see every day at home?
Junk.
And garbage cans.
Yep.
Every day, coming out of that garage. What's the number one thing when you go shopping? Is those bins in the corner. So some of the cities, I did not know that. Some of the cities, they need to be talked to like our family did in our business. They go, oh, we don't want those boards up. We don't want these signs up. We don't want them here. Well, they up. But you have to keep them clean, taking care of them. Don't block the trees. Don't hurt the tree.
Of course.
And do them. And I think some of these townships and cities, they will understand that. If you lobby them enough to understand and maybe put something back in it and to get it involved. And nobody does that better than you guys, but I'm kind of surprised, like you say. Some of them will say, we don't want that junk sitting out there. Well, it's not junk when you're saving a life.
Correct.
From hot weather or cold weather, So, did you get that, Michael? Put it up. So, the phone number.
The phone number for the company is 313-254-9106.
313 254 9106.
Correct.
And what do? They call you?
They call me and we'll schedule it to be dropped at their location.
How long it takes? A day or 7 days? Or how does it work?
Normally we try to do it as fast as we can. It could take anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours for us to deliver.
And
a
it's
box.
free delivery to
It's
them?
a free delivery for them. We drop the box and we maintenance the box. We start by maintaining the box once a week. If it needs more than once a week, we do it twice. If
And
it
you
needs
pick
3
it
times,
up. You clean the area around it.
we clean the area around it. We empty the box and we make sure everything is good. And
Is it a charitable? How does it go under? Is it a business deal or just it's charitable, right? It goes from...
yes.
Because I know a guy named Jerry, I can't tell you his last name. He goes, I'm getting paid for my boxes, one of those things, because, I had a couple centers. But, I'm talking to my Hadir and Marvin and these guys with multiple locations. They both watch me. I like to drop names when I tease them. So Marvin, I'm teasing because I think he's got 7 centers right now, and it's a brand new kid on the block. Worked hard, came here from California a couple of years ago, and so Marvin can call and
Do
say,
they also
put
do? Do you guys also do home pickup or no?
We do home pickups,
Okay.
yes.
I like that.
Instead of you taking all the stuff, putting it in your cart, and making 2 to 5 stops.
So you do that. Does that help you, or the boxes help you?
The company, the boxes definitely help us, but we need to help the community as well. We need to give back to the community. So we try to help everywhere we can, and this is the main goal of our company.
Hey, you see your logo?
Very
There's
nice.
the logo. See,
Thank
that's
you.
what you get when you bring me birds. Birds. Now,
I'll bring.
I don't
more
want my
birds.
nephew downstairs to think I'm talking about that bird. No, that's Bird Kassab. Everybody is always mentioned on the show. Birds. What do they call them? Asfours?
Asphalt.
Asphalt, yes.
Asfour. I'm going to sell you a pair when they have babies.
So home pickups, we do home pickups. We do it when it's like 25 bags or more. Because
Seriously?
Yes.
You will?
Yes, we will.
Oh, don't let my daughter Courtney hear you. She'll save all 25 then. That's amazing, That's amazing like that. That's a beautiful thing, but I like it. I like it. I feel I'm speaking so passionate about it. I didn't even know I had been known about it like this, but I really didn't know anything about it like this. It's amazing how one cycle item, recycle. That's what I like what you're saying, Paul. You're not throwing it away. You're recycling this, the world,
You're
the
helping
storms.
other people in the world. You don't know where you're helping these people, but you're helping other people in the world.
In the United States and the world, because
everywhere.
I see
Everywhere in
the
the
Midwest
world, yes.
tears both, and I've never met somebody owner of a company. I know we get these garbage companies, like they come and pick up like GEF and all these, but those are for garbage. This is something you take that you're going to throw into the big landfill, destroy the landfill,
Correct.
but you're giving it and you're really cycling it and sending it to a human being. This ain't going on the, like we were talking on the cats or dogs or sheep. It's going back on the human being. Somebody's going to put it on,
Correct.
And so, it's amazing how this thing happened, but I'm a little jealous of you because you're on my show. First thing is I like your hair.
I'm really happy I'm on your
Because
show.
I take my hat off, I have no hair. And Paul's got hair, so for me to be looking like you two, I have to have a cap on. We like that? Because this green rooms, whatever you call it, turns me into a guy with no hair. So it's called Midwest Recycling, 313-254-9106. And Harry, I know what you got. You need to get a couple of those bins, and we'll help community put their stuff in there.
And John, just to let you know, like we donate to churches, we donated to people that they need here. Like we donated recently one whole trailer to a church with Christmas product before Christmas.
Nothing to do with just to recycle.
No,
You
no, no.
turned the recycling
We
money
just donate-
into the
correct.
Christmas. Wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
couple years ago, I wasn't with the company yet, but I know that Abe and the team at Midwest, they went and they donated backpack to students that they're starting schools, that they need school. They donated school items, and it's not just about recycling. It's really about giving back to the community.
It's a satisfying thing. A lot of my crowd, thousands of them, know I speak with passion, that you see it gets into somebody's hand. But you go one step further.
Yes.
You cycle, and not only that, and Eb is using the business, and you and the staff up there that I met is using the business to help others when they get that little Christmas gift or that little toy or that little shirt, and it had nothing to do, but look what it did it. A child buys this product. Look at my grandkids, between Nintendo and all this other bull. But when we buy them clothing, they wear it for a couple of years. They take the clothing off, send it to Midwest. Midwest recycles it. Funds from that comes in to buy another child a toy, or buy him a school books, or buy him something else.
And John, I would like to do something since I'm on your show right now. I would like you
Two
to
more
pick up.
birds.
I'm gonna do more than birds. I'm gonna do more than birds. I would like you to pick up a church, and I would like to donate a whole container of Christmas items
We'll
to a
work on
church
that.
of your
We'll
choice.
work on, yeah.
Just
We'll
tell
work
me
on it.
where, when.
We work very heavy with Ladies of Charity. It's an organization we have for
Would love to do that.
60 years or so. I'm pretty heavily involved with their stuff. But, we want to pick a church and a place that doesn't have to just be Middle Eastern or Chaldeans. It could
doesn't
be
have to be
anybody
correct.
that we can help each other, because we don't make a living. We make a living from our American friends that invited us to this country
Yes.
without being in the United States of this America. But you from Mosul, where are you from? Basra?
I'm originally from Lebanon.
I'm so jealous. I had to ask that. I'm so jealous. Paul, what did I tell you the other day? Before I even got into them, we want to go to Lebanon and all
Yes.
that. Do YouTubing, right?
Yes.
We want to, that's the reason. We bought all the cameras. Then what they call Corona started again like a few months ago. I bought all the cameras just 3 months ago.
New variants and all this.
Knew this
lockdowns.
to go. So, but now I'm not afraid of it no more. I'm afraid to leave the office, but I think they'll fix it by summer. I'll take your offer on a donation.
You know what? Let's do even better. Let's do even 2 trailers. How's that?
What are you getting all? Like, are you pushing your Visa card or MasterCard or something?
No, of course not. It's just we want to donate to the community. We love to give back to the community.
Thank you for being on John Zia Oram show, huh?
I really appreciate to be on it.
Well, Paul, did you hear that?
Yes.
So you know what I need from you, right?
Of course.
Couple centers, your dad's stuff, right?
Yes.
And your uncle's stuff,
My stuff.
your stuff, and to put a bin. Can you imagine if we can just put... Look how it flips into cycles. It's called recycle of products, but you're really recycling children to have something.
Yes.
And especially, like you say, all over the world, but starts at home too. And our home, as most of you know, it's here and overseas, because we both have a mother and father. One of us our mother and one of us our father, and that's the America that we in today.
And John, I would like to tell you something. I always watched and listened to your show. I didn't tell you that when we met, but I really love your show, and I really, really thank you for having me on your show.
Can you buy me a coffee later on or something, or or some cabinet?
Chai with some camel milk halib.
That's all I do.
Even though this was not planned to be on the show, I'm really
Seriously,
honored to be
thank
on your
you
show.
so much.
I'm really honored to be on your show.
I enjoy
John.
this in the way that my guys from Soaring Eagles are watching, so they texted me. Actually, they're one of the top boss. I kind of shake, I'm shaking, I'm watching. It's my man.
I enjoy the Lebanese cookies. That's what I love.
Because look at you, you're skinny, 26 years old, and you wanna, and you're enjoying. So hopefully next week or so we'll have you and Avon, and we'll lay out a nice thing. But I don't want to be on unless I get at least 5-10 boxes, because I know who's watching, I know who's got, and I know who don't, and it's ain't got nothing to do with business. It's very simple. Put something back. And one thing I love about my audience, Alex and Ali, is that they give back. When I asked over a couple of years to put something, to give the community something, they were right there. The ladies at charity events I was doing with them was crazy. They were on the show, every Wednesday, and until Corona broke, and it was awesome. But we put it back. But we put it back for everyone.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be just us, because most of the people think Middle Eastern people, this is an English show today, that, they come here, they are rich, they do that. No, we know the suffering when we see one.
Correct.
We know that,
Yes.
and nobody does it better than this Midwest Recycle. I want to make sure there's Midwest out there doing other things, but that's different people. But it's a very unique business, isn't it?
It is a very unique business. It is a very interesting business, and
So what did you do before? You were driving a truck or something?
Before this, I used to manage PNC Bank. I used to have my own branch, and I used to oversee 7 branches on the business side. I used to be in charge of them. And when I did the move,
I
my
like
friend-
that. I
my
thought you were
friend-
going to tell me you drove a truck.
my friends and family, they told me, Ali, you're crazy. I was like, no, you know what? I did the right move. Abe, the owner, he's my friend. He's a longtime friend, and he asked me to come and join the team. And I know he's not gonna call me unless it's something really good. And I'm really glad I
He
did that.
built his company.
He has a great company. He has a great system. Like I just came and I'm just supporting him a little bit. That's it. Like he has everything set up from start to finish, and I'm really enjoying it.
So yesterday I came in, met you there at the office,
Yes.
right? Michigan Avenue in Inkster. And the first thing I fell in love with, it was those birds in the hallway. Because I'm crazy about different things. I do weird things, you know. I went and visited, and we had our yacht, and one drove by Bablo Island. They bought it. People said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't know." It was worth $3 million for 300 acres. They go, what do you do there? I said, there was nothing there. It was like nothing, right? And you just do things like that because we were given that opportunity to come to America. So you take the risk. You fight hard for what you want. Long you work honest. You work from your heart. So I walk in this big building, and I was there before on another property you guys had, and I see the birds. The whole conversation changed. Now I got birds 24 hours later. See that, Paul? You're right. Habub is texting. Did you notice? Did you see it? Habub is texting and say he loves us, but no, Habub, we do not want your pigeon here. Ain't no way I can fly him here. Canary, right? I want to remember. One of my main guys texting. He goes, I love you. And and he probably think you want a pair of pigeons. I don't want a pair of pigeons here. But I was thinking in West Bloomfield because you're not allowed pigeons. But I know I could do it. You know, I can tell them they are what do they care? Canaries, right?
Yeah, they're big canaries.
I was just telling my wife the other. She goes, "Oh, my dad had it in Beverly Hills, Birmingham area, and he used to always tell me, God bless him, in the 80s and 90s, he started having them here in 60, and he had him when he was like 6 years old. And he passed at 104, and he would tell me they come give him a ticket, that inspector, because the stupid the barn, whatever you call the shed."
Yes.
It was in the middle of the driveway. The whole house is big houses. Everybody's going. So inspector wrote him like 20 tickets, and he kept telling me at the time I was working with Bill Clinton's people and Coleman and Governor Blanchard and all that. He goes, take them all. You know what to do with them. I don't want to say it on the air. I say, how about? He goes, Clinton, Bush, Reagan. I can't even keep pigeon here. Well, the question was, it was in the driveway, a big long circle drive, because he could see him from the garage way. So we took the shed in the back.
Okay.
That didn't solve the problem. We just played the zoning rule by the grandfather in. Well, the inspectors say they're not allowed here, no matter where they at. But they were there for 35 years. So and now with these birds, I hope to breed them just like we would do bins and give people their stuff back.
Yes.
It's the same thing, right?
Yes. Exactly.
And I got a young man like Paul, and I used to have old people here, right? They're not here anymore. I wonder why. They're old. I don't want them to catch corona.
I have an old mentality though.
Eh.
I'm old school.
Play Juliana. We'll be right back. Thank you.
طردن
hello from the other side. I must have called a thousand times to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter, it really doesn't play you apart anymore. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby. Yeah. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, but all that she wants is another baby. Yeah. Gearing up like we own it, unconfined, not controlling. Gypsy like yes, we're moving. Shoulders ready, everybody shoot slow. Gearing up like we own it, unconfined, not controlling. Gypsy like yes, we're moving. Shoulders ready, everybody shoot slow. Everybody shoot slow. Everybody shoot slow.
There's a sense of anticipation, electricity in the air. You think tonight is your night, and you're in luck, because here, a great time is a sure thing. This place is certified hot. This is Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Go on a hot streak unlike any other, with hundreds of the hottest slots, certified by their manufacturers to be set to the best paybacks guaranteed. Plus the hottest table games and sizzling live entertainment and nightlife. So why play at just any casino when you can play at the only casino and resort that's certified hot? This is your night, and it's time to experience more at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort.
Regency Manor Banquet Hall. Telephone 248-353-1133. السيد أمير نيجر مستعد لإقامة كافة مناسبات الحفلات والتعازي وغيرها. مشهورين ومختصين بعمل الشاورما اللذيذة وجميع المشويات والقواضي والصواني المشكلة بأنواعها. جلسات ليلية ممتعة مع الأهل والأصدقاء من الاثنين وحتى الخميس من كل أسبوع. بار كامل من المشروبات الروحية. المحل واقع على الميل 12 ما بين تلغراف ونورث وسترن هايواي. تلفون 248-353-1133 248-353-1133. Regency Manor يرحب بكم.
Southfield Funeral Home, Jerry and Ferial Yono, 12 Mile in Southfield for 37 years, 17 Mile in Rhine, second location. They do funerals, كل أمريكا, Michigan, كل ستيتات, California, Arizona, على لاوث, أمد كبة, خابر Jerry and Ferial Yono. West Side, 248-569-8080. East Side, 586-275-0429. 37 years in business. Price, quality, service, excellent. أي شو طلعتي شنة funeral home business. That's all they do. هراي لشولي. They're part of our community and we are part of them. 37 years. Jerry and Ferial Yono.
طمني يا دكتور دخلك شو صاير قلي.
Ascension Medical Group عيادة العائلة الدكتور باسل أبو بريخو أخصائي في الأمراض الباطنية والأطفال والكوليسترول، والدكتورة مدى حكمة جميل أخصائية في الأمراض الباطنية. يقدمون خدماتهم في موقعين ساوثفيلد وستيرلينغ هايت داخل المجمع الطبي للدكتور باسل بريخو على الميل 19 وماونت بالقرب من كنيسة الشهداء. كذلك يوجد داخل المجمع الطبي للدكتور باسل بريخو مجموعة من الاختصاصيين التابعين إلى هيئة أسنشن الصحية، ومن ضمنهم اختصاصية النسائية والتوليد، بالإضافة إلى صيدلية ومركز للعلاج الطبيعي. للمزيد من المعلومات الحجز والاتصال على الهاتف 248-557-4443 248-557-4443.
كدم صاليلا وردية تاخيرا يمد مريا بدم خال صالم كل وايم كل قدشي وكل بلايم.
أخوات وخثوات عزيزة، مشونيل رحمد مريا محسيثة كترو هرمز اديوم خشكة وقرتدية بستعزيت إلى دها بقاوت قاعد ايتد مريوسب مذيت دتروي والإشوى أبعاصرته. محسيثة كترو هرمز اديوم خشكة وقرتدية بستعزيت إلى دها بقاوت قاعد ايتد مريوسب مذيت دتروي والإشوى بعاصرته. هم مشونيلة رحمد مريا محسيا فادي شراك بدهاود قورتدية صبرة يوم خمشو شابة شيث بقاود إسر مخشكة بإيتد يمدلها بساوثفيلد. محسيا فادي شراك بدهاود قورتدية صبرة يوم خمشو شابة شيث بقاود إسر مخشكة بإيتد يمدلها بساوثفيلد. ألام حاسيلة وهاوى ملكوثة دشمية.
ماني دقاري لخب ثلتا ومشفلب بشتاي خلتا شدها ويمليا بشتا طالبها ويدم عضرنتا يا معذرا تدحطاي ويا عذرا ندمشي حاي ضرا اخنيق وخاي تدلا بيشغ نخراي تدلا بيشغ يا قصيري والايد بساطان هويلي الاذا ثقه وخمفيلي عوذة بنعمك ميلي أخني تكيلي وخ الله الموثى بدخد مخلاك تدم شاف الفد من برونخ قوم الكوثة خازق لك خازق لك قوم الكوثام يمني دبرونخ توتا يا يما دي شعب ثلتا شدها ويا خرثا طوتا يا يما انطواني ثاكن شهر لغ كل شعثا مصاليلا بداية موثا تدمح يمقا ونخطيثا دماحي قناها نخطياثان حطاه وقوموث دفاثان طوتان اطرق يا ناثان وبيشق في الاسلام واثان قبلا ولما ديرتان طرد سلام رحقتان شد لقطا وغد شمعتان من برون خمرجيتان مرجلا من خلصانا ايش عبرون خمر حمانا تدمق ويلا ساطانا كل شعثة وكل عدانا
كل عدانا وكل شعثا مريم يما حاليثا مطرا من بشتا وطيثا وهاوغها زرطا موتا مرحق لنا شبيشي وهاوغ دم يد قديشي من حب دعا المبريشي ونهرد آله الويشي ملوش لن قديشوثا هل النعم وملكوثا خد مخلق بداية موثا بشمادة ليثا يوثا من يتقاري لخدايب يا وتلي لبا وخايب بد مخلصة تم كل واي وكل قدش وكل بلاي راح مطلب مريم تخيثا ايش عبرون اختنيثا تمرحق للنور دهوثا تخازغ شوح خب ملكوثا.
Welcome back, Akhwatha Khathwatha, Akha Idiu, what is today? And I did say Monday, you didn't even say anything. I swear. I thought, right, fast is going by, huh?
Yes.
So we hope I have Judge Nance on Friday. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we will. Judge Nance is leader. She runs 5 cities in Oakland County. Her district is. Also, I want to shout to our friend, Prosecutor Larry Sherman and Jeff Sherman in Oakland County, and thank you for helping. Not law-wise. I know almost the courts are Zooming now. So, for you, your brother's a lawyer, right?
Yes, yes.
So, what does he do? Zoom?
He barely goes to the courts.
So, in Iraq, what kind of Zoom you guys used?
I wasn't born there.
Well, your dad or your grandpa, well, who knew more of your grandparents than me and your dad and your grandma and your grandpa? Didn't they Zoom?
I don't even think there was that.
Oh, there was windows, Paul, from window to window. You wave to each other and you talk to each other. So now the court is Zoom, and my niece does Zoom. I should ask her if she's in court or she's home Zooming, you know. So everything is Zoom. So Friday, I'm coming after you. We may have to do our first Zoom interview to get going, but we got to figure out how to do this crowd. Mm-hmm. We started with a little AM microphone, not even that long ago, you know. But what happened, Paul? I blew it out of the water or something?
You just went from a penny stock to a Fortune 500.
Paul plays stock, crypto, whatever you call it. So Muhammad El-Hajj, friend of mine in Toronto, came up here when I first opened, and he goes, Uncle Johnny, I need you. He was a son of ambassador to Canada that worked for me as a student, and Pablo went to University of Windsor. Then he went to Gale University in Montreal. And he goes, I want you to deal with this crypto. I laughed I said, what's a crypto? What is crypto? Because he likes stock. So Michael's dabbing with cryptos, right? A little bit. So he won't tell me how much money he's got. You believe that? I have no clue what it is. So I asked Muhammad, what is crypto? He goes, Uncle John, you give him money, but his air is like, I don't know, is this. But he had an idea, and he did it in Switzerland, his dad did, in Dubai. He give you silver for the amount. So you buy the crypto, you invest in it, in so many dollars in crypto, you get so much dollars back in silver. And you put it against it, and that's where your guarantee is. So you know me if you lose the stock, but if it goes up or whatever it is, you got your silver. So we don't forget my garbage can idea. Got to see the garbage can. Everything is garbage, right? What's the #1 item in the world? What business is the best in the world? Garbage and health. You cannot say it's recession. You cannot say I ain't taking the garbage out. And you sure as hell can't say, I don't know if some of your friends don't want to take vaccine, but you can't say I'm not going to Dr. Brill or Dr. Geppe or Henry Ford because you got to. You don't tell the ambulance to take you to Hilton. Don't take me to the ER. You know. Ali, thank you so much for being here from Midwest Recycling. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Ed. It's kind of pumped up show today, but I thought it was Monday. I don't know why.
Feels like the old days.
I don't know, but I'm scared out there. I know very close family members they have vaccinated, they have booster, but they also got corona, and some makes no sense. And yeah, they watch it. And but I talked to a friend of mine. He said everybody's getting what they call this
Omicron.
Have you studied it yet?
No, but a lot of people. It's more crazy than the other variants that have passed.
Is it?
Delta and.
So when are you getting your booster so I can take you to Florida or Toronto or Soaring Eagle?
June.
You gotta wait till June for me to take you somewhere.
Or so, I can even go now.
No. Now when I drive, you're gonna sit in the back seat.
Oh, okay.
So I can be your Uber driver. It looks like, or you drive and I sit in the back seat.
I'll bring the shield with us.
Oh, like that. Because you're vaccinated twice, right?
Yes.
Did you hear that? Somebody who knows who I'm talking to, right? You know who I'm talking to.
Zia Oram.
Twice. He's going to say he's nothing. Thank you so much. God bless you. We love you all. Let's get going, Michael. It's a great day. Be careful out there. It's cold. It's ugly. Stores close early if you have to. Watch your back. It's tough out there.
One thing, John, Yimmi da Kim Shaldrali text message. My mom just sent me a text message. I want to know, does your mom send you a text message?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. No, she don't have to. You know what she does?
She tells Christine to send you the text.
FaceTime.
Oh.
And you know what happens when I FaceTime, right? Because I bought her the I-11 for Dr. Geppe because in Corona they won't see her.
Yeah.
So he says, John, just please let me see her face and all that. You know, before Corona, I bought her the phone in 2019. But she used it against me. She literally calls me 5 or 10 times a day and say, where are you?
Same.
I say, I'm at the show. I'm on the couch. I'm here. I don't go nowhere. I used to go 24/7. She goes, no, your sister had YouTube on. We saw your show, and you show Soaring Eagle, and you're dancing Chigga or Dipka. I said, no, that was 3 years ago. She goes, no, I just saw it. And so she's fascinated by our church because she can't understand Bishop Brahim that retired 10 years ago, right? Yes. How the hell does he does mass in the morning? My sister plays it. In the afternoon and at night. He's always in church. She goes, why can you go to church? I said, it's a video.
It's a recording.
She goes, nope, I just seen him. You know, but she does. She'll call me tonight and says, I haven't been here, and we just saw you. My sister, does she play some of my stuff or other stuff I'm in it? And, you know, having it out. And she said, there he is. Call him right now. Call him right now. He's having the fun. And he can't. It's 11 o'clock at night. What is he doing? And I'm on the couch. I love you, Mom. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys Friday. Thank you so much, Midwest Recycling. Abe. Nali, thank you for the birds. These people are going, I'm bringing the birds on the show. I guarantee you. I have the advantage over a lot of people. I do have a show. I don't talk about a show. I do a show for you guys only. I love you. Mommy. Mwah.
خيرت بينا حالة يوماتي وشني يمي يا يمي يا شمشت قدم يا قاوخك بسني وماثا زروثي ربوثي من نخت نطرا بركاثا يا شمشت قدم ياثا قاوخك بسمي وماثا زروثي ربوثي خت نطرا بركاثا يمي يا يمي والخاي امي يمي يا يمي والخاي امي ما قجهلخ ونهلخ وما قعوذة بغزيلخ شلوم بخاين نزريلخ وبلبخ حب ندريلخ